Hi, I'm your health consultant. What if I told you that one of the most frequent liver disorders in the US had very few symptoms? No pain. No signs of trouble. No clear warning signs. But it affects about a quarter of adults in the US. Fatty liver disease is what it's termed. And if you don't do anything about it, it can cause inflammation, scarring of the liver, cirrhosis, and even liver failure. Today, we're going to talk about what fatty liver disease is truly like, why it's become so widespread in the US, the signs that aren't obvious, the link between sugar and processed meals, and most importantly, how to naturally reverse it. What is the disease of fatty liver? Your liver is one of the strongest organs in your body. It helps with getting rid of toxins, the process of breaking down fat, control of blood sugar, balance of hormones, keeping nutrients safe. Fatty liver disease happens when too much fat builds up in liver cells. There are two primary kinds. Keycap 1 fatty liver disease caused by alcohol. 2. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. The most pressing issue in America today is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, also known as metabolic dysfunction-associated steatotic liver disease, MASLD. Alcohol does not induce this. Diet, obesity, insulin resistance, and metabolic problems all play a role. Why is fatty liver so common in the US? There is a strong association between fatty liver and being overweight, diabetes type 2, resistance to insulin, eating a lot of sugar, highly processed meals, not moving around much. The average American eats a lot of sugars that are added, high fructose corn syrup, refined carbs, drinks with sugar in them. Fructose is especially bad because the liver does most of the work of breaking it down. If you eat too much fructose, your liver turns it into fat. That fat builds up over time. This is how fatty liver starts. Symptoms. Most persons with fatty liver don't have any symptoms. Some people may have tiredness, foggy brain, a little pain in the upper right side of the stomach, high levels of liver enzymes in blood tests. But it's commonly found by accident during regular labs or imaging. And what if it gets worse? Fatty liver can get worse and worse. NASH, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis. Inflammation of the liver, scarring, fibrosis, cirrhosis, cancer of the liver. That's why it's so important to be aware early on. What goes on in the liver? Let's make biology easier. When you eat too much sugar and refined carbs, 1. Blood sugar levels go up. 2. Insulin levels go up. 3. The liver turns too much glucose and fructose into fat. 4. Fat builds up in liver cells. Over time, inflammation gets worse. Stress from oxidation goes up. Cells in the liver get harmed. It gets worse when you are resistant to insulin. The liver keeps making fat even when it shouldn't, when insulin quits working right. This makes things worse and worse. Fatty liver leads to insulin resistance, which leads to more fat storage and inflammation. Can you get rid of fatty liver? The good news? Yes. Fatty liver can be reversed in the early stages, and a lot of the time without medicine. Here's what studies demonstrate works. Keycap 1 cut down on added sugar, especially sweet snacks and drinks that have been processed. Keycap 2 get rid of 5 to 10% of your body weight. Even a small amount of weight loss makes a big difference in liver fat. 3. Eat more protein. Helps make insulin work better. Keycap 4 eat foods that are whole. Fruits, vegetables, lentils, lean protein, and healthy fats. 5. Work out often. Even walking quickly can lower liver fat levels. 6. Make your body more sensitive to insulin. Cut back on ultra-processed foods and refined carbs. Small modifications can lead to big benefits in a matter of weeks. Foods that make fatty liver worse. Pop coffee drinks with sugar. Desserts that have been processed, bread that is white. Fast food that has been fried, too much booze. Liquid sugar is one of the quickest ways to overwhelm the liver. Fatty liver disease doesn't make any noise. But it's not safe. It has a lot to do with how Americans eat and live. The good news is that your liver can mend very well. You can preserve and even reverse fatty liver in its early stages by cutting back on sugar, eating better food, getting more exercise, and managing insulin resistance. If this video helped you comprehend what's going on in your body, tell someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe to get more nutrition articles based on science.